Hi, this is Joanna Cortitas, and this is a short tutorial on using templates for page design. Templates have been enabled in your D2L shell, and they allow you to use pre-designed layouts and colors and formatting in order to make your course content a little bit more interactive and robust. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how that works today. So to use your templates, you just go to your course content area where you're going to be creating a page just like you typically would, and click New, Create a File. Give your file a title, and you'll see on the right-hand side you have a button that says Select a Document Template. Here you'll have a list of different kinds of templates that you have access to. This list is dynamic and will populate with all the templates that online learning has made available. There's a number of them that at the bottom here that are personalized for PSC. All this means for our purposes is that it has PSC colors in it for some of the things and has some of PSC's policies, for example. I'm going to go ahead and click a particular template and show you a little bit about how that works. Let me just scroll down and click PSC policies. So you can see that this automatically populates with the information from the template. And this has a number of accordions that students will be able to expand so that they can see more information. So it minimizes the text on the screen, which is a little bit better for them design-wise. I'm going to go ahead and click Save so you can see that, but you see that I've left the policies here blank so that you can make sure that you update those with your course's policies and the most current PSC policies. So what students will do, they'll see, okay, these are those policies, and they can go ahead and click on the individual policies and expand it and get more information. If I go back in to edit this particular page, I'm just going to go ahead and switch out my template, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the instructor info one. We'll pop that up. This has, again, information for you to go ahead and put in here. You can put in your photo or your Bitmoji, a little bit of information about you, your contact information, and it just creates a more dynamic layout for students to kind of experience, as opposed to perhaps what you can do if you're not as adept in HTML with just the straight pages. This allows for a little bit more flexibility in the formatting. You can still change the colors, the fonts, and the sizes, and the text, and all of those things. This just allows you to go ahead and have that particular kind of layout. So when you look at these templates, when you are trying to choose which one you want, focus most on the layout and the functionality of it as opposed to the particular colors. For example, if we go into something like a basic page, I'm going to go ahead and click Replace. You can see that this has like a light green, and there's a place for you to put a logo down at the bottom. You can replace this banner at the top if you like with a different image. There's a number of different choices that you can make as you go through. Now, one thing I want to show you about these templates, because likely what you're doing is going to be taking your past content and then using the templates to redesign and update the layout and the look of your courses. You cannot just go in to your old page and edit and apply a template, because what it will do, if I go to click another template, you're going to see this pop up. Do you want to replace existing content with this template? It's going to completely wipe your old content. A better workflow is to just have two pages while you're transitioning from your old design to the new design that you're using with the templates. And to do that, you just keep your old page, click the down arrow next to it, and select hide from users so that your students aren't going to see and enter that content, that they will only be able to access the ones that you are finding to be most current. So when you create your new page, you go in and you edit the HTML. At the same time, you can open a new tab and have that old page open, and you can copy and paste your information into that particular file. This will work for most of your files. Let me go ahead and get that set up real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. So now I have my two tabs open, one with my current page and one that's my old page. And so now what I can do is I can go and navigate to my old page, and I can pull whatever information I want and paste it into the other page. So let me change this template to weekly module, because that's really what this is. And I can see as I scroll down here that the very first thing is a module introduction. And this is going to be an area where I can explain to my students how they should go through the material, tell them what to do, kind of narrate and explain to them how I want them to experience the course. I could, if I wanted, put a video in there, but this is just a small text option. Then below that, I have all the weekly objectives. I have weekly objectives in this other page, so I could copy and paste and pull those into, and then delete any of the extra ones that I don't need. Because this is a numbered list, I would have to paste them individually, and then I can change the font however I would like. Then the weekly content comes next, and this is arranged by outline and objectives, then PowerPoints and handouts, then assignments and quizzes, and study links and guides, so that students will know exactly what they have to complete. When you're in the edit page view, which is what we are in now, we will see all the content all the time. So this very first row underneath is going to correspond to the very first tab, and then the second one respectively is going to be the second row, third one, third row, last one, last row. And below this, again, we have video content, so we can put our video in there. There is directions on how to insert videos properly so that it's embedded within your page. And the end here has some reminders for the week. Don't forget to do this. Don't forget we have this meeting, etc. And then looking ahead, the module ends with those things. So I could go back to this content and copy and paste, and it will keep, for example, my links. So if I go ahead and grab my readings here, and I go back and pull in and go to the tab PowerPoints and handouts, which I know is going to be the second one, and I can put all my readings in there. My links, if I hover over them, you'll see that they still contain all my links, so I'm good. And I can go ahead and click save and close, and all of that will stay. It's great to test your links as a student, of course, just like you normally would when you create your courses, to make sure that they're going to be able to see everything. So you want to make sure that they can access everything. So is my link to the library article going to pop open? Yes, it does. So let's go back to this page. Go ahead and close out of the library article. And just to review really quickly. So when you are creating a page, you're in your modules, you click new, you click create a file, and then you create a template at that time. You do not want to use your existing pages and turn them into a template, because it will remove all the content. It doesn't change the format, it overwrites it. So it's very important that you do not do that. You will be prompted with a pop-up asking you. Don't dismiss it. Say, no, you don't want to do that, and you want to create a new page. And that concludes our short tutorial on using templates in D2L. If you need more help or have any questions, please contact the Department of Online Learning at onlinelearning@prairiestate.edu, or feel free to stop by my office in 3216.